All right, the Washington Commanders get a nice, pleasant surprise to start the 2025 offseason. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully talks about teams that just kind of get overlooked by the national media, and we've been on the Commanders from the beginning, even when they beat us. Still just like, man, I like what they're doing. I see what they're doing. Mature, good team now, and love seeing it. So here is what they did. If you look at it, this looks back at the 2024 best free agent signings. And here's what this thing that you're not really thinking about, I guess, right? Is that everyone makes a big deal about Adam Peters and how he's drafted well, and he drafted your star quarterback. It's like, all right, that's cool, it's cool. It's like, what about free agency? So, you get a pleasant surprise in that, man, you knocked free agency out of the park last year with Bobby Wagner. He goes into championship weekend as the third highest graded linebacker in the NFL. What a steal to get him. The next thing, it's like, okay, that's good. We have Adam Peters doing his thing here. Other thing is the Commanders have the third most cap space of anyone in the NFL. Okay, I'm following you so far. And then here is the best news in the break that you needed. You've got a general manager that can identify free agents. You've got the cap space because you've got a rookie, Jayden Daniels, in his rookie quarterback deal. And then PFF ranked the top 100 players entering free agency. And here is where it gets exciting, is that there is a slew of not only defensive talent, we'll get to that in just a second, but defensive back talent with Javon Holland, DJ Reed, Rasul Douglas, who you saw in the thumbnail. So it feels like what the Commanders can do this offseason is get really strategic with their free agents. Because you saw what you did last year with free agents and getting Bobby Wagner. I feel like you're not going to go crazy, but you do have the ability to and take a couple big swings if you want to with some higher priority free agents. But there's some veteran guys later in their careers that can help shore up the defense even more. Offensively, just the way the things are ran, you can draft like a running back. You can get creative, and there's going to be some explosive players that maybe you can add offensively. But defensively, when you watch the Commanders, it's like, man, if they shore up the defense, and this can be overnight because it can be Bobby Wagner type players, guys older in their career, that you've got Dan Quinn, a good coach that can massage this. Maybe I shouldn't have said that word. Justin Tucker can mold them to fit the team, the culture, and be really good and squeeze a couple more years out of them. Whew. I'm saying a lot of words that are dicey. Okay. Let's look at the top free agents. Speaking of that, right? Let's just look at T. Higgins. Guard, I guess. Javon Holland, safety. Let me pull it up so you can see what I'm looking at. I just want to show you when you look at the top free agents, because you've got so much money, and you're like, you know what? We're actually pretty good at identifying free agents. Let's go. Javon Holland, Khalil Mack, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? You just did it with Bobby Wagner. What's to say you couldn't bring in Khalil Mack, be a little specialty rush guy, adds to the defense. 1 year. We've got money right now because Jayden Daniels is on his rookie deal. Got money, let's get weird. DJ Reed, corner. Because you go back here, that was a bad signing, Michael Davis. Kind of still need a corner. Want to find a way to just get the defense better. Offense is just only going to kind of improve, and it just feels like that. It's hard not to feel like that. But with $80 million in cap space, it feels like, okay, there's some things we can do here. There's definitely some things we can do here. So, speaking of that, let's just look here. I think this is really interesting to look at as well, is when you look at why this is such a big deal, is you've got, so hold on, I'm getting there. Here we go. This is your biggest cap hits, salary cap hits in entering 2025. Some of them totally make sense. Terry McLaurin, that's going to get sorted out if he gets a new deal, kind of spread that out, fix that. But Darren Payne, fine. Jonathan Allen, okay. Marshawn Lattimore, we'll see what they end up doing there. Frankie Louvu. Don't hate the guy. Didn't even know he existed, if I'm being honest. I did. I shouldn't say that. But then he just hits Goff right in the chin. And the rest is history. Pick 6, Frankie Louvu. What a legend, really. If I'm a Commanders fan, I'm like, love it. It's a clean hit. It's clean. Didn't matter. Commanders were winning that game. Didn't matter. They were going to score anyway, right? If that gets penalized, anyway. Frankie Louvu, I saw that name. I was like, yeah. So, point is, there are some teams that have dead cap hits of like $55 million. Russell Wilson to the Broncos, they still owe him. Whatever. Deshaun Watson, they're just strapped. So my point is, you've got, oh my gosh, this cap space thing is just awesome. You got to be excited about it. And so, again, we keep talking about it. Offensively, you're going to be fine. Defensively, let's get strategic. We've got cap space. Let's go. Like, this is a nice little surprise, baby. Let's switch to the offense, though, just for fun. PFF, and let me know in the comments here on this one, because PFF graded highest graded and worst graded offensive players. Of course, Jayden Daniels, ridiculous. Chris Rodriguez, like it. Mariota, this is why PFF just kind of gets a bad rap sometimes, because the numbers can get, so Mariota is fine, right? He did what he was supposed to do when he was called on, but it's like high grade. Terry McLaurin. Let's talk about him. Awesome. He's, yes, high grade. Now, lowest grade. KJ Osborne. Didn't even know you were in the league still. Trent Scott. Yikes. John Bates. So tight end would be cool just to upgrade in some way. I know you got what's his name? Veteran dude. But if you could upgrade the tight end position, defensively sprinkle in veterans, and draft well. Like, we haven't even gotten into that, but draft well. You've got cap space for a couple years here. Let's reward Terry McLaurin, and let's do this for 3 more years. Let's roll. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're a Washington Commanders fan, like I said, we're Lions fans. Just thinking about that game, it's like, wow. We were in control for a minute, and then we weren't. And then the game was over. That's how it felt as a Lions fan. It's like, all right, Jahmyr Gibbs, what's up, baby? We're gonna kill this team. And then turnover, game over. It's like, oh, all right, well, that was terrible. But love it. Still love the Commanders. Don't hate them at all. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.